So DB refresh activities here, system refresh or DB refresh activities we are doing here. So what is that actually DB refresh or system refresh activities here, right? So DB refresh. So DB refresh means taking the production system uh, backup configuration, everything. Then we are restoring it on the, so one of the development system or one of the quality systems here. One of the development or quality systems we have to restore it. Why? Because so production we have the transactional data we have. But why? Because the production, the business will happen via productions only. Business will happen via productions only, production system only. But in the development quality, only configurations we have. Production we have only configurations we have here. Production we have only configurations we have here in the production, right? So that is the main thing here. In the DB refresh production, we have only configurations we have here. So what will happen here? Whenever you are restoring, the production data will come to the quality system, including all the production data will also gone, means deleted. So suppose in your landscape, so you have the development system, quality system, and a production SAP systems are there here. So normally any activity, any changes here, development to quality, then quality to the production, quality to production, it will go. Development, quality, and production here. Development, so quality, development, so quality to production, it will go. So same configuration here, same configuration here, same configuration in the production as well. Along with the configuration, all the users will connect to the production system. They will do the transactions here. So here, so compared to the these two systems, here data is more, transactional data is more here. So that is the reason. So for to perfect testing purpose, people will go for the refresh. Or so suppose any project is going live, any project is onboarding, or any new projects. So that time what we will do, we will refresh the production system data. So production system data into quality systems. Production system data into the quality system refresh. We will do that one, right? We will do take the production system backup and restoring it on the quality systems here, restoring it on the quality systems here. Why? Because same data, so whatever the data is there here, when you take the backup here, that backup we know, when you take the full backup here, all the data, production data will come into the picture here. All the production data will come to here. Then same backup where we will restore it on the quality system here. Same backup we will restore it on the quality system. Same backup we will restore it on the quality systems here. So in that case, same backup it will come to the quality systems here. In that case, so what we do here normally, so what we do here, same backup will come to quality systems also. In the quality system, so just we have to do the some post refresh activities, some free refresh activities we have to do. Why? Because we need only transactional data, some of the configuration. But here, when you're taking the backup, whatever is there in the here, whatever the settings, whatever the production settings, everything will come to the quality. But in the quality, we have the some different RFC destinations, different quality it is connecting here. Production will connect to the production systems, quality will connect to the production systems. But we are restoring it on the product quality with the production backup. All the production data will come to the quality as well. So then in that case, what are the steps, how to perform, how to manage this refresh and everything. So we will discuss here, right? So DB refresh or system refresh means, so taking the backup of the production system, restoring it on the your, so restoring it on the your quality systems, restoring it on the quality systems here. That is what we have to do it here, restoring it on the quality systems here. That's what we have to do, right? So to perform this one, here, so what we have to do it here, the first steps here like a, so pre-steps. This DB refresh is divided into the three types here, three stages here. One is the pre refresh steps, then so DB restore, then post refresh steps here. Free steps, DB restore and post refresh steps here. Free DB restore and post refresh steps here, right? So free steps. What does it mean by the pre steps here? So what does it mean by the pre steps here? Means so pre steps where we have to perform, right? So to perform the pre steps here, so here in the production system, we have to take the full DB backup we required. Why? Because we need the full DB backup, only production. We have to take the full DB backup from the production here. Then the second one is in the quality systems. So before you do the restore, DB restore, so there are the some pre-steps we have to perform in the quality. Why? Because we need to take the configurations backup, we have to take it out. Some configuration backup, we have to take it out here. So what are those configuration backup we have to take it out here? What are those configuration backup we have to take it out here, right? So here to perform this configuration backup here, so what we have to do, so we need to first one in the quality system, right? So so only production we have the only one activity backup file we have to take it out, right? Then in the quality what we have to do, so take the UMR, user master records export, UMR export using the client copy, then SAP underscore user profile, we have to take it out. Why? Because here quality users are different, their roles are different, production users are different, their roles are different. When you are restoring production from the quality, all the production data, production users you will get. All the production users you will get here, right? But we don't need production users in the quality. As part of the post steps, we have to re-import the user. Re-import means first we have to take the user master record export, we have to take it out. Then the next one is the create transport of copies. Then here we can add the RFC tables, add the RFC tables and release the transport request, add the RFC tables. Then take the screen capture of, take the screen captures of, so SMLG, logon groups, RZ12, RFC server groups, SM61 background job server groups here, right? And some of the like W20, W21, IDOC's partner profile and IDOC metadata. And so we can take the configuration of the AL11 and also take the export of the S-Trust SSO2 certificate in the SAP and take the screenshot of, take the screen capture of screenshot of your SMT1 transaction code. And why? Because there are the trusted connections are available, we have to take it out, and all the certificates we have to export in the S-Trust SS2. Take the screen captures of the SMLG, RG12, SM61, W20, W21, AL11, and some other like SLD, API cust, then RZ70 transaction code, the SLD details. So after the restore, production entries come, but we need the proof what are the previous entries before the restore. So we have to take the screen capture, screenshots, we have to take it out, all these things here. Then once as RZ70 user master, main thing is these are the main things here. Then check the BDLS entries, and so check BDLS entries. We have to check how many entries are there for the BDLS entries, like how many are there for conversion BDLS entries. We have to take it out. Then so then what we have to do, BDLS entries. So check the BDLS entries means there is a report we have to execute in the SA38. There is a RS BDLS something. There is a report actually. If you export it, it will take the export of the each table. How many BDLS entries are there? What is the current state of the value? that we will get it out here, BDLS entry. This is the one of the post long running activities. We have to run it here. Then RZ70 profiles, sorry, take the backup of profiles and sec directory at OS level, sec directory at OS level, and copy of, take the backup of security directory, security folder, which is in the sys global. This is also we have to take the configuration backup. So these are the things we have to take it out. So these are the things we can also write the script to take the exports, or otherwise manually if you want to take it out, we can just normally, we know how to do this, all those things here, right? So log into the any one of the system here, right? Any one of the system, you can log into the system here, right? Suppose like example, we'll go for the ECC here. Backups, we know how to take it out. Here, go to here, ECC. This is the refresh. Suppose like here, what we can do. So here, so first next HTMS configuration also we have to take. So take the screen captures of HTMS configuration, roots, and layers, all the configuration. Why? Because we have to reconfigure after that. That's why HTMS configuration screenshots means nothing. Just take the screen capture of this one. Then how many routes are there here? This one we have to take the screen captures. Then how the transport routes here. This one we have to take the screen captures here. Each and everything we have to take the screen captures. We have to take it out here. Then once you done it here, then the starting is like a, so go to the SCC8, the first step, user, these two are the mandatory guys, everybody. So take the UMR export, then RFC tables are the mandatory thing here. So and strust SSO2 also mandatory thing here. So here, so user master record export here. So which system you are going to import. So then take the configuration here, right? Schedule as a background job here. Continue. Then there are the core files and data files, client export that we know. So this will be created as a basic step here. So that will be taken here. SCC3 that will be taken here. Okay. Client copy logs here. So client copy logs, we can take it out here. Exports, imports method. We can use it in the systems here. Export and import method. We can use it here. Right. So exports. So it is processing. Okay. User master records, we have to export it. So why we are taking the exports means after the production import, production data will come to quality. Then we cannot log into the quality with the production data and everything. So right, that one is the one important thing here. So that is the reason we have to so take the UMR exports and everything here. Then next one is the transport of copies. Transport of copies we have to so create it here. Transport of copies here. So in that case here, go to SC. We have to create a one transport of copies, which means click on the create. Here there is a option, right? Transport of copies, especially for the refresh time, we will use this transport of copies here, right? So then there are the some RFC tables here. RFC tables, IDOC tables. There are the some tables here. So these tables we have to do the exports. So these tables we have to do the exports here, right? These tables we have to do the exports here. So just copy like RFC tables export. Why we have to take it out? Same production entries will come. So again, to recover with the cold one, later once the restore is completed, we will import this transport request in the same system, so that again same configuration will come. So you can use same RFC destinations before the restore, same will come to quality as well. We can reuse it the same configuration here. We can reuse the same configurations here, right? We can reuse the same configurations here. So here, so we have to write the RS R3TR, then TABU, then RFC DES, RFC DES here, right? So click on the save button here, right? So go back and one more table, whatever the tables you have, configuration tables. So not only RFC tables, all the tables also we can add into the one transport request, and RFC DES, RFC doc. Then, so what we can do, R3TR, then TABU, then RFC. So RFC des doc and RFC attribute ATTR ATT RFC ATT attribute. So, and one more table, mandatory table, and TABU and RFC DEST, yeah, RFC destinations table, DEST, not the DEST here. There's one more table, I think, RFC ACL, I think, RFC sys ACL attribute. So RFC attribute, RFC check, RFC, yes, RFC sys ACL. So this is also, we have to we have to create the table keys here, then save it, then go back, then, so what we can do here, so all the tables, these 4 or 5 tables are there, we can add it here. Then what is the target here? We can choose the target here. So then, now, then we can do the exports, release. So we have to release the transport request as well. So along with the RFC destinations you are exporting, means all RFC destinations, whatever is there in SM59, whatever is there, all you are exporting here before the refresh, all will exported. Why? Because, so if you restore from the production to here, production destinations are different, quality destinations are different. So production entries will come. Again, if you want to reconfigure, it will take the, so 3-4 days, only RFC destinations creation, passwords and everything. To avoid these things here, what we can do, we can take the backup. In the transport request, we can add to the backup here, right? So all those things we can take the backups in the development before you do the restore activity, right? So then one is the exam mandatory thing is the, so user master records. Why? Because users and passwords are different. One is the user master records, you can take the export, that is done, right? Once that is done here, so then what next? Then once the user master records or exports are done, then what we can do, so RFC tables are export, then go to the trust SSO2 transaction code, there take the export of this all the PSCs here, export of all the PSCs here, just export, take the export of the PSCs here, right? Just export, take the one folder, OS level exports, you can take it out like a system PSC, then SNC PSC, SSL server standard PSC, right? So anonymous PSC, then standard PSC, one by one, you can take the exports. Why? Because these all are in the ECD development team. After the restore, production entries will come. That time it will not work. Then again, we have to import it here. That's the thing here. That's why we have to export all the entries here. Then also SPAD and the printers devices also you need to take the exports, right? All these printer devices also you have to take the exports. There is an option here. So output devices, then export devices, you can take it out. printers export. So you can write a one more thing is called the export of printers, right? So export of printers, we can export it. Then once the export of printers we have done it, then so once done, then so what are the things are there here? W20 IDOC related things here. Here we have the partner profiles are there. So take any screenshots. If you have created any partner profiles, you can take the screenshots of the W20, W21 configurations, any transactional RFCs or anything, you can take the configurations here, right? Then A11, all directories here, SAP level directories, you can take the configurations here. A11, this directory, so take the screen captures here, right? Then RZ70, any RFC destinations you configured, just take the configuration of the RFC destination. What is the host name maintained here? Why? Because after the restore, we have to maintain the after the restore, we have to maintain the same as is, we have to maintain it here. So that is the reason here. After the restore, we have to maintain the all the things, we have to maintain it here. So that is the reason. So SLD API cost, the SLD related details here. So whatever the SLD details we have to maintain all the details here, right? So and DBC0, DB code. So your database details, if you have any, you are connecting to any other databases, those database details we have to maintain here, right? DB code details. Then what next? We have maintained here. So SMT1 trusted entries, STrust, SMLG, RZ12. So RZ, SMLG. These all are the production entries, production groups. After the restore, production will come. So development will be removed. So take the screen capture. Then again, after the restore, production entries deleted. Again, you have to reconfigure all those things here. Then RZ12. This is also same. So SM61 background job server groups here. SM67 the background server groups here. Background server groups here, right? So background server groups we have to take it out, right? So that is the one thing here. That is the one thing here. We have to take it out. So think here, right? So then what is the next one here? So UMR export BDLS. So BDLS entries. So this is one of the thing we have to do it normally. Why? Because production entries will come. Production logical systems are different. Quality logical systems are different. So there is a report here RS BDLS. So there is a report here RS RBDLS RBDLS, yes, RBDLS check. Right, this is the report. Right, this one we have to execute it in the back end. So that RBDLS report we have to execute in the back end. So that what will happen? This will generate the one report. This will generate the one report here. RSBDLS check. This will generate the one report here. So BDLS check. So this report will give us the some information like each how many tables are there, how many entries are there, how many entries we have to convert from the source to target. So that one we have to take a screen captures here. That one we have to take a screen captures here in the systems, right? So these all are the three steps which we have to perform it. Export the printers, right? So BDLS, then sale BD54. Why? Because BD54, how many entries are there? You can check it out the list here. So there is a 22 entries. Just take the all are the logical systems. Take the screen captures here. Then take the screen captures of the SCC4. How many clients are there? Right? Then what are the system settings here currently? Is it a modifiable or not modifiable? Production is not modifiable. This is a modifiable status. So when you restore production to here, it will come to the non-modifiable status here. Again, you need to change it. What are the client settings here? So these client settings are automatic recording, open. Then we need to, production will come as a closed. Why? Because production settings always closed. Then again, we need to reopen this one here. Then log on banner. So this one, all the things here, pre-steps. Then finally take the backup of, so finally once everything is done, take take the quality backup here. Once the quality DB backup, you can take it out final. Why? Because after the restore, something is happens again. We need to so revert the quality system. Then only DB backup is important. If the backup is done, we can recover it. If the backup is done, we can restore it. If we don't have the backup, then we are in the so we cannot restore the systems and everything here, right? That is the finally we can take the so QA backups. Then these all are the post free steps we have to do it as part of the so as a part of the pre-refresh activity. As part of the pre-refresh activity, we have to do the this activities. We have to take the configuration here. Then once we done this, all the pre-steps are completed. Then we can perform the we can stop the SAP systems here as part of the restore activity, right? As part of the restore activity here. So what we can do? We can do the restore activity. We can do the restore activity here. We can do the restore activity. So backup you have taken and restore. Restore it on the so quality side here. Why? Because as part of the P1, you have already copied, taken the backup of the production system. So using this backup, we can restore it here. Right? Before restoring, stop SAP system. You have to stop the SAP system, quality SAP system, not the production. Okay, that's why I'm writing here. Stop the QA SAP system. Then, so go to the HANA Studio or is the SQL Studio, Oracle OS level commands. Then it's a HANA commands. We have to use it. Then go to the Studio. right click on the system DB. Then there is a option like recover tenant DB. Normally this backup and restore method we know we performed, right? Same way we have to recover the tenant DB here. Then choose the here you need to choose the recover specific specific backup file. So which means here if you see here, so when you are recovering here, when you are recovering the tenant here, normally we will get the three options here, right? So normally when you are recovering here, so recover, right click on the system DB, then specific backup here. Why? Because specific production backup you are restoring. Production backup you are restoring. So we need to use a specific backup. That backup you got from production, right? So production data, you are restoring it on the quality. Then, so without catalog, the what is the backup file stamp name where the backup is available. So just you need to recover the without that. If it is a back int means some other third party, you need to use the source system back int copy syntax. We have to use it here. If it's not the backup int file system backup, the recover the without catalog. Then where that backup is available. Because here you said like take the backup of the full from production and copy to the quality location here, right? Then where is that location? In which location you have copied? In the USR SAP MMT or in which location you copied? So that one we have to take it out, right? Click on the next button, So finish. Then whatever the backup file is there in the quality, so that will be recovered. So whatever the file is there here, so that will start recovering it here. It means production backup will be recovered now. So there is a lot of pre-steps. Post-steps are very lot of are there. Post-steps also we have to perform it.
Sir, how we move the data from production to quality?
Backup files. Data or backup files? Backup files we have to move to the from here to here. Either
That we have to move or some other thing?
we have to move it. Otherwise, someone means you if you know the operating system team will take that responsibility. If you inform the operating system team, they will take it. We can also move it. That's not a showstopper. So server to server means either WinSAP, we have that full type tool is there, right? WinSAP, you can use it. But if it's the more than 20 GB, 30 GB, 40 GB, it will take very longer time. Otherwise, server to server also we can move it. Using the SCP command, so we can move the files from one server to another server. We can move it here. SCP commands, OS level commands. So using the commands also, we can move the files from one to another. We can move it. So that is the one. So we can perform it here.
Sir, here we have taken the say recovery of 10 MB, but first we have to take the backup of 10 MB, right? Then we have to recover it.
Yeah, the source we have to take the safer side. We can take the DB backup. So, but we can keep it safer side later. But so the production backup we have taken, right? That backup we have to move to the this file system level or somewhere you have to move it. Then while recovering, we have given the option, right? So same as specific backup. Where is the backup file located? That details we have to give it. Then it will start recovering the data. Like this, you will get the screen. It will recover. It will recover the data.
And before taking backup or recovery, do we need to check any directory spaces, small point space?
No, not required actually. Why? Because space definitely we need to check. That is the one of the important thing. Why? Because the production you are recovering from the production to here means production has the 1.5 TB size, but here you have only 900 GB means definitely there is a issue, right? Because all the data is coming to here. Yes, that is also one of the pre-step like. So we have to maintain the same size as like production quality. We have to maintain the same size as production here. And also we should have same set of services as well. Same set of services also. Same set of services. Same as like so production. Like means production we have the index server, name server, tenant to some other server is there is additional process called the DP server is there. So here we don't have the DP server. Then here number of pros are very high. Here number of pros are less. Then how you can perform the recovery? So this type of cross questions you will get, right? So here, so they may ask you like, so in the production we have the so additional service is there, but quality we don't have the additional service. Then how can you do the recovery? How can you do the restore? This kind of things they may ask you. Recover and restore here, right? Then in this case, take this backup and restoring it on the take this backup and restoring it on the quality system here. Take the backup and restoring it on the quality system here, right? So restoring it on the quality systems here. So, but quality here only we have the 7 service are there, index server, name server, p processor. So if dispatcher 7 are there, here we have the 8 service are there. One of the DP server also additionally is there. Statistic server also is there. Sir, how can you do recovery here? So whatever the services are there here, we can also maintain the same set of services here, right? That's possible. If we change the global data NFL, that will be enabled. So that is very straightforward. So we can maintain the same set of services here. Then we can take the backup, we can restore it here. After that, we can remove that, we can delete the service, we can disable it here. That's possible. That's possible here. So backup, that's possible. So this thing, that's why this is the answer you have to tell. Okay, so we have to maintain the same set of services, whatever we have in the production here. So we have to change the INF files that will be enabled. Then we can back up and restore it. That works. But here we have the less 900 GB only there. Here 1.TB database size. Then how can you do the recovery? Then we have to maintain the same set of size. RAM size means we have to uplift the systems temporarily or permanently. We have to uplift the systems here. So that we can both are same size or it should be different. We can do the restored. And one more important thing is here, one more, while doing the restore and recovery, your source and target should have the same version. Sir, this is a HANA 2.0 SPS 04. This is a SPS 07. Then how can you do the recovery? Right? Everybody will tell these questions, these steps. Everybody will tell the 10 or 12 steps. They can explain. Can you explain the DB free steps? Then everybody will explain. But after that, they may ask you the question. Take one scenario. Our source database means production database version is the HANA SPS 07. This is the 05. Then how can you do the recovery? In that case, recovery is not possible. But here, quality is the 07. So this is the 04, lowest version. Then how can you do the recovery? That is possible. Here, source here to here same version, or target should be, so target means this is the target. This should be higher version also fine, but it should not be the lowest version of the source here. That is the one of the thumb rule, like so source and the target should be same version or so higher than source, right? So this is the source, this is the target. Both should be either same or so target should be higher than source. That is also fine here, right? So this is the one of the thumb rule you need to remember. Same set of settings, same set of things we have to maintain. So then we can perform the restore recovery, right? So it will be recovered. Once the recovery is done, so maybe it will take time. So backend it will perform it. So that's fine. So then we can perform the, so yeah, so that is fine. Then we can perform the post refresh activities. Once the recovery is done, we can perform the post refresh activities, and tomorrow we can perform it, right? So that is what we can do it here. So that is the one for the